Hello guys, you are welcome to my channel. Today we are going to sew this simple skirt with some circle and or flare under. Cut the upper part of it before you cut the peplum or the circle that you are going to join to it. And I'm using waist to where I want the flare or the circle to start from. I'm using 21, but what I have here is 20. I'm going to give it 2 inches band, and that is going to be 22. So when I sew sewing allowance, everything will mount to 21. Okay, and then I have here my hip measurement divided into 4 plus 3 inches. So my hip is 11.5. That is 46 divided into 4, 11.5 plus 1 inch for that, and then 1, 2, 2.5 for sewing allowance. Then this is the back, and that is zip allowance. Okay, so I'll quickly put my measurement here. The waist I'm using is 36, so that's going to be 9. 36 divided by 4 is going to be 9, and then I'm going to add 1 inch for that, then 2 inches allowance, 1, 2. I'm going to make it 2.5, so that's 2.5, and then I'm going to make it 8 inches for my hip, and I'm going to maintain it like that. Then I'll come to the down here. The down here, you can choose to maintain it just as it is, or you come in a bit. This one, we are not going to make it serious pencil, and so I'm just going to come in 1 inch. It's okay. This is not pencil. It's here. Then this way, just a little bit of shape. Then I'm going to curve it to my waist. Okay. That is it for the upper parts. Then this, I'll split it in two. So I'll place this on the lining and cut lining for it. Okay. Then when we come to the down part, so this is what you do. You measure your full skirt's length, then you deduct the 21 from it, where you want your waist to, the upper part to be deducted from it. So the rest is what you are going to use it for your circle. And so mine is 42, and so when I deduct the 21, it's going to remain with 21, but I'm going to make it 25, including sewing allowance, because I want the down to flow very well. Okay, so I'm going to use my hip round for the circle, because at the end of the day I am going to attach it here, so I'll need my hip round for it. And my hip is 46, so divided by 6.28 is going to give me 7.3, but I'm going to make it 7.5. And so I'll folded this into 4. I folded it into 4, and so I'll just place it here and then mark my 7.5 all round. 7.5 all round. All round. Okay, so this is it. Now I'm going to mark the length. When I come here, what I said, I'm going to make it 25, but here it's not up to 25. You see, it's like 21.5, but I'm still going to make it 21.5. But when I come to the middle here, I'm going to make it 25, and then because at the end of the day I'll trim it and everything will be equal. So 21.5, or let me make it 21 here, then 21 here. So I'm going to mark the longest here, and that is 23. I'm going to go again. That's going to be, I can get 25 from here. So from there I'm going to mark 25 all through. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to use my curve to blend it well, to get the line very well. So this one I used my hip round without any allowance because there will not be the need for any allowance. Okay. Okay, so this is the longer part, the 25 part. So I'm going to create a notch here. Okay, so this is it, and I'm going to take one out like this, you see. So this one is going to be the back and this side is going to be the front. Go this way, trim it for it to be equal with the back. Okay, and so for the front I'm going to make it 11. So what I'll do is I'm going to, okay, so I'm going to start from here, the back, and I'm going to, so this is the 25, okay, 25. So I'm going to go to, this is another 25. Okay, so I'm going to go to, I'm going to start from here. I'm going to make it 24. Then I'll go a bit, 24. And I'm going to go to 23. So 23 again. And I'm going to go to, this place is 21. So I'm going to come here, make it 21. It's going to be okay. Continue like that. And make it 20. Then 20. So you are reducing. Then I'm going to make it 19. 19. Then I'm going to make it 18. 17.5. I'm going to make it 17.18 here. Then here I'm going to make it 17. Then I'm going to go like 16. And then I'm going to go like 15. So I have 15 here. Okay, so like this. So I'm going to join them. Now I'm going to come up a bit, the 15. I'm going to make it 11. So 11 is here, and I'm going to join it to 8. Okay, so I'll come up like 11 again, then 12. I want the front to be a bit short, then 13, then 14. Okay, so I'm just curving it this way. Curve it this way, and I'm going to cut it through. Okay, so I went off a bit. when I attach it to the skirt, it's going to be like this. You see, it's going to be like, so I'm going to place this on a lining too and cut for the lining. Okay guys, so I have cut lining for all, and these are my bands, waistband. And so this, the length is, what I have here is 3.5. so when I sew, it's going to be 3 inches. So that's what I have. This is for the front, and these are for the back. I also attached stiff to both the lining and the fabric. Okay, attach the lining to the inside of it, and I'm going to sew on top. I'm going to sew on top here. This is the outside. I made a mistake and did the marking, so I'll clean it. After, I'm going to place my darts on it. I'm going to place my darts on it. That's 9 divided by 2, that's 4.5. Then I have half inch on each side, and I'm going to measure my dart to be 6 inches or 6.5. Okay. So I'll do the same thing here. Your dart should be 2 inches above your hip line. Okay, so I'll just hold it this way. And sew on top up to this point. Then after, I will attach my band to it. So I'll just attach the band from this side. Attach it this way and sew it all through. And with the back too, I'm going to attach the lining from the zip side, the zip allowance side. So this one, I'm attaching it from the outside of the fabric. This is the outside of the fabric. So I'll sew on the zip line, then after I'll turn it this way, and I'll turn it inside this way, then place my place my darts on it, just as I did for the front. So I'll do it the same way. Then after sew the darts, when I sew the darts, I'll use the band on it and sew it all through. Okay, so I'll do for both, then I'll come and show it to you. With the down part too, I have my lining for it. So the down part, I decided to shape it a bit, reduce the length a bit. So I'm also going to attach my lining from the down part here. I'm going to place my lining on it this way. You see, this way, and sew it all through to the end, and then I will turn and give it a top stitch. So I'll do both. I'll do all that and come and show it to you. Alright, so I'm done with the lining, the darts, and the band. So this is the front and this is the back. So I'm going to place my measurements on it. So the waist is 36 and that is 18. Let's make it 2.75. 46, but I'm going 46. So that's 23, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now so I'll bring 2.75 also here. I'm going to make it 3 inches. I'm going to tighten the hip area a bit. I'm just going to go in a bit. So 23, instead of 23, I'm going to make it 22. Hip, then from hip to, I'm going to sew on this, and then we'll come and attach the down parts. So here is it. I'm done sewing it together, and I've also attached a zip to it, and I've closed this part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve the front part, and so just get the middle of it You can choose to leave it like that, but I want to keep the front part a bit. 5 inches here, 5 inches. This is the back, so I'll place it this way, and it's going to be like this. So the front side will be kept this way. So I'm going to cut it out. I'm just going to keep it here this way. Okay, so this is it. So at the end of the day, this is how the front part is going to be. So you can decide to go in more. It all depends on you. Okay, so I'm going to attach my peplum to it, and I'm going to, this is the middle, so I just attach it here. And then go all around with it. I'll sew it and come and show it to you. Okay guys, so here is it. I'm done. Here is it. So you see, now what I did was I pushed it in a bit so it will lie on top this way. You see, you can decide to close this. You can decide to close it, and that will be okay. So this is it for the front, and this is it for the back. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing, like and share the video. Bye bye.